Hello and welcome. This class is called Splitting Up Together. It is a Corona-inspired at-home workout designed to help you get your splits, improve your splits, work on your oversplits, and generally just stay as flexible as you can during this time we're trapped in our homes. What you will need is hopefully a yoga block or similarly shaped object. 2 is great, 1 is okay. Also a strap. It doesn't have to be fancy. It could be a belt, a long sleeve t-shirt, anything that works for you. And a soft surface to stretch on. You can also have a pillow to rest your knee on if that is helpful. I would love for you to set up next to a couch. That way we can do some extra stretching. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're just gonna warm up our legs. First of all, of course, we're gonna tuck our pelvis under, bend our back leg, and just bend and straighten. So while I'm here, I'm really making sure that my legs are tracking in a perfect parallel position, that my lower abs are engaged, pulling up, and my glutes are squeezing. As you squeeze your back glute of your back leg especially, it opens up more space in your hip flexor so that you can get a little deeper. If you're not feeling at least some kind of a stretch here, you probably need to tuck your pelvis a little bit more. Cool, we're gonna go down and then we're gonna slide your foot back behind you, tucking your pelvis under. Try to straighten that back leg. And then we're gonna just pulse here, bending our front leg and straightening it, keeping your back leg straight the whole time. Yeah, if you need to find a little bit more space, that's great. And down and up. Keeping that body nice and square. Back hip is driving forward, front hip is driving back. And down and up. Now we're gonna go down, we're gonna bend our leg and straighten and bend and straighten. So I'm trying to stay as low as possible here. Bend and straighten and bend and straighten. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So opposite leg in front. Again, hips tucking under. And we're in this nice square position, so our legs are bending to about 90 degrees. And we're just gonna find our center here, squeezing our glutes, opening up our quads and hip flexors on the back leg. Let's stay nice and long, breathing. All right. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just slide our back leg back, sitting up tall. And we're just gonna straighten and bend our front leg. Just ensure that your back leg is as straight as possible. And again, your pelvis is still neutral and not flaring back. Good, keep on going. Just a few more. And down and up. Now, we're gonna go back down to that first lunge. Everything's gonna be square. We're gonna just shoot our back leg back, try to keep the same height as we had before, so nice and low. Stretch. And you should feel a lot in your back leg. Good, 2 more. And stretch. And stretch. Good. Awesome. Shake that out for just a moment. Okay? We're going to go down. Now I'm going to have my left leg front. We're going to go down into a lunge, 90 degrees in every direction. Again, tuck that pelvis under. Squeeze your glutes so you can really feel a nice and strong lift. And a nice stretch through here. If you notice your back leg is closing, that means your hips are probably not square. So try to readjust. So we're nice and square. We're lifting long and strong. Okay, here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna walk your front foot out just a few inches. Then you're gonna hinge back at the hips by just, again, pulling that pelvis under and lengthening long. Yeah, so my core is engaged. I'm not collapsed, but I'm trying to open up my hip flexor backwards, actually. We normally can lift our leg up and work on lifting it back. This is not only beneficial for your splits, this is the back leg of your splits, of course, but also for back bending. Yeah, it's gonna really make the line look, the line of your arch look a lot deeper. Keep on hinging, keep on breathing, and lifting up. Now, keep that back hip pushing forward and front hip pushing back. We're just gonna drive our hips forward. Yeah, so we're just scooting them forward, in line. Keep that pelvis tucking under. So notice that my back hip is still pushing forward, front hip is still pushing back. Engage your glutes to open up more space for your hips to move, and just sink forward. Pull. Imagine that someone's pulling your hips forward as you lower. Again, this is the back leg of your splits, just really opening up. Yeah. Check again if your pelvis is easy. Tuck your pelvis under. While we're here, take your hand up, one hand on your knee, and reach to the side. So reaching towards your front leg side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Pulling back up. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a nice long forward fold over. Okay, so if you need your blocks, you can place your blocks under your hands here. Otherwise, just arch forward. You can rest your hands on your fingertips, extending back through your tailbone as if you were sticking your tail out. Cool, we're just isolating the hamstring so that this stretch is really deep in the belly of our hamstring and not compensating by curving our back. While we're here, flex and point your foot. Yeah, you're gonna feel how your calf also gets a nice stretch through this. Good, and now keeping as much length as you can, start to walk forward and down. Again, using those blocks if you need them, right next to your hands. Pull your belly button towards your spine to make more space to lower. Good, flex and point your foot a few times here. Nice and deep stretch. And slowly walk it back up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna alternate from our deep lunge through our side stretch, curve out, reach long, 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 and then find that deep hamstring stretch. Reach out and back, and then up again, okay? We're gonna do this 5 times at a fairly slow pace. Here we go. Tuck your pelvis under, keep breathing, reaching towards the side. And now reach forward, shift your weight to your back leg, straighten your front leg, flex and point, shift your weight back onto your front leg, curve to the side, and all the way up back to square. And again, side, and over, and lengthen and flex, and point, lengthen longer, flex, point, shift your weight forward. Find that nice square side, and all the way back up. We have 3 more. Shift your hips forward, stretch to the side, reach forward, 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 making space in your lower back. Place your hands on the floor or your blocks, flexing and pointing, flexing and pointing. Shift your weight back onto your front leg, all the way up. 2 more, and shift to the side, hip shift forward, reach forward, pull your hips back, straighten your front leg, lengthen, 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 and flex and point, shift your weight onto your front leg, open up to the side. Last one here, all right? Again, tuck that pelvis under, stretch to the side, shift your hips forward, and now shift your torso forward, reaching, 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 and lengthening back. Weight goes onto our back leg, back hip is driving forward, back is lengthening, and we flex and point. Shift your weight back onto your front leg, and come all the way up. Awesome, cool. We have warmed up this side fairly thoroughly. Let's switch to the other side to catch it up before we go any deeper in our splits. You might notice some imbalances as you stand up. That is normal. Okay, switch to have your other leg forward. All right, so now we're gonna go down into our square lunge, so 90-90, yeah? Tucking your pelvis, suck a milkshake through your belly button, squeeze your glutes, and we're just gonna sit here for a moment. So make sure, again, your back leg is directly behind your hip and not twisting. Pull that hip forward, tuck your pelvis under, and then slowly start to hinge back. So squeeze your glutes, maintain, and hinging, opening up through those hip flexors of your second leg. Rolling back. Reaching long, keep breathing, keep squeezing. Again, this is really important to open your splits so your front leg isn't the only one doing the work. Your back leg can take part of the load. And now coming up. Great, refine that center, refine that square. Walk your foot slightly forward. Tuck your pelvis even more. And just shifting forward. Try to pull as if you're dragging your body over, forward. Making sure that back hip leads so that we're square, yeah? Okay, keep pulling. Again, if this is painful on your knee, you can put a pillow underneath your knee for this so that it's not an impact, yeah? Too much pressure. While we're here, place your hand on your front leg, reach up with your opposite arm, and stretch directly side. This is for your psoas. If you keep your abs engaged here, you'll feel even more. Let's stretch back up. We're going to find that square position again. Now, we're going to pull our hips back, lengthen, stick out your tail, keep those hips even, and walk your hands forward. Now from here, we're just going to flex and point, thinking of arching through our spine, yeah, to create even more length. Again, check in if your back foot is rotated, that means your hips are not square. Lengthening long. Breathing. Probably doing great. And then slowly start to lower forward. Again, keeping as much length as you possibly can as you go down. You can flex and point at the bottom here, lengthening every time. Cool. Walk back up to your square lunge. Okay, now square those hips off, and we're gonna go for those 5 big circles all the way around, reaching to our front leg and then rolling back up. Okay, so we go from our hip flexor stretch to our hamstring stretch. All right, so tuck your pelvis under, engage, reach to the side, drive those hips forward, and then reach long, 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 long. Hands on the floor, weight shifts back. Flex and point, shift your weight onto your front leg, reach your hand around, big circle, up to square. We have 4 more, over, and forward, reach long. Shift your weight back, front leg straighten, flex and point, shift your weight forward, shift your weight all the way back to square, and up. We have 3 more. All the way over to the side. Reaching long, hips going forward. You're reaching, you're reaching, you're reaching. Your hands touch the floor or your block. You shift it back. Flexing and pointing. Flexing and pointing. Shift your weight on to your front leg. And side bend. And all the way up. Great, we have 2 more. Reaching over to the side. Shifting your hips forward. Reaching long. Hands on the floor. Hip shift back, flex and point your front leg, flex and point it, shift your weight back onto your standing leg and all the way around. Last one, core engaged, butt tucks under, reaching long to the side, long to the front, hands down, hips back, flex and point, shift your weight forward, all the way around, and back up. Perfect. Shake your legs out for a moment. Okay, fantastic. Let's go ahead and move on. We are going to go to find our actual split now. So get your blocks if you need them, or even if you don't think you need them, go ahead and get them. Again, you can do this with a pillow underneath your knee if it feels like a lot of pressure, or if anything we just did felt like a lot of pressure. If not, what we're going to do is we're going to find that same position that we were just in. Put your first leg forward. I have my left leg forward. You can do whichever one you want. We're going to tuck our pelvis under. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk our front leg out straight. We're going to use the blocks as little as we can. We're going to start to slide our foot forward into our split. Now notice, if you start to open up, this is no longer front and back split. It's opening into a straddle. So we want to really distinguish the two so that we can have really good splits in both directions. But, so what you're gonna do is use your blocks a little bit if you need to. You're gonna slowly start to walk your foot forward. Keep your hips square, so back hip pushes forward, front hip pulls back, and you start to lower. Yeah, good. Making sure your kneecap faces the front on your front leg. If this feels like overextension in your knee, you can put a block here. That's gonna help you work on your back leg more without hyperextending your knee, but do actively straighten your front leg as you do this. Cool. If that's going well, keep on sinking down. Good. So now we're just gonna shift side to side. So you can shift from block to block. We're just opening up. We have multiple hamstrings, right? So we're just rolling through all of them as we go. Okay, find your square again. And then now we're going to lift off as if we're in a split balance. Arms are out to the side. Squeeze everything to levitate up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep your core, 5, keep your butt, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower down as square as you can be. Okay? We're gonna hang out here for just a moment, and then we're gonna do that again, this time holding for 20 seconds, okay? So we just did 10, now we're gonna do 20. Everyone, deep breath in and up. Lift long for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, lift up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sink down. Hopefully as you sink down, you're able to bring your back hip forward. You're able to feel a little bit of release as you go through. After we work our muscles, they get fatigued, so then they open up. Well, you can shift side to side if you want. And just relax at the bottom of your split, whatever that is. If you have your hips are on the floor, you can lift your hands up. Good, you can practice twisting your opposite hand over to the other side and maybe look behind you if that's a possibility. And gently come on back. And leaning forward. And up. And arching back. And up. And slowly come out of this. Alright, so we have the same thing on the other leg. Shake it out. Get your block ready if you need it. Okay, so I just did my left foot forward, but you can do whichever foot you like. Make sure it's the second foot. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stack right back up to that nice tall position we found at the very beginning. Okay, I'm going to tuck my pelvis under. I will use the block to walk down if I need to. I'm gonna straighten my front leg. Okay, so again, think of my back hip driving forward. I just start to slowly lower. Down, down, down. Keeping my abs engaged, keeping my glutes squeezing. Try to find that square split, yeah? If you don't go all the way down, that's okay. We're gonna get there over time and practice, yeah? So go ahead and shift side to side, just opening up through all of your different parts of your hamstring. Alright, just settle in here for a moment. Engage your core, lift up tall. Amazing. Now we're going to lift up and out for 10 seconds. Lifting up and 10, 9. So I'm lifting away from the floor if I'm on the floor, or lifting slightly out, maybe letting go of the blocks if I'm not. Good. So we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Try to keep it square again. Yeah? Might not be perfectly square, but want it to be as close as possible, yeah? Just hanging out here for a moment. We're gonna do it again. This time it's gonna be 20 seconds, okay? So, we lift up for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, abs and butt, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower. Just gonna relax here for a moment in our deeper square split. Okay, we're gonna just relax, let go of the blocks if you can. I'm gonna try to relax deep into it. And we're gonna stretch forward. And up, and back, and up and forward, and up. And very gently find your way out of that. All right, cool. So, now we're gonna go on. We're gonna transition to an area where we have a couch. So go ahead and find that for yourself. I'm gonna find that as well. Okay, fantastic. So you're near a couch, and what we're going to do is we're going to just rest our thigh next to our couch. Be sure you have your block next to you so you can use it if you need it. I'm gonna just tuck my thigh down here. Yeah, so if that is too difficult already, you can shift your knee out away from the couch and it should ease it up a little bit, yeah? Okay, so now I'm gonna push this all the way in. I'm gonna squeeze my foot behind my back and I'm gonna tuck my pelvis just like we did before. So if it's easy, you're most likely like this. Just gonna tuck it under. Again, if you need a pillow under your knee, that is fine. If you want a block, yeah, that's okay. Probably right now at this height, it's best to just hold on to your couch or bed. Yeah, so we're just gonna tuck our pelvis and hang out here for a moment. I have my right leg forward at this time. You can have either leg. Good. And so now, maybe you can get a little closer to the couch after we've been here for a moment. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna kick the couch, so as if you're gonna kick yourself away, but you're gonna fight with your own body. So you're gonna push back into the couch while staying in the same location, yeah? All right, so we're gonna do that for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop pushing. Maybe your leg's shaking. That's really good. If that's happening, that means you're doing the hard work. Good. Now sink back in. Keep tucking. Maybe you have a little bit more space. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is perhaps using your block, or maybe not, you're going to shift your weight slightly forward, leaving your leg where it is, and then retucking your pelvis, yeah? So you should feel an even deeper stretch in your leg. Make sure that back hip is pushing forward, and you can stay here. Core is engaged, yeah? Use your block if you need it. If you don't, you can balance. Good. Let's hold for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now what we're going to do is we are going to practice our split here, yeah? So what we're going to do is we're going to shift back just like we did. We have an added challenge of having a deep quad stretch during our split. So use your block if you need to. And what you're going to do is you're going to straighten your front leg, long spine, and slowly start to lower. Again, notice if your hips are square or if they are out of whack, yeah? I realize this case is a little bit in the way. Good. Nice and square. You can think about twisting this half of your body forward, and don't cue your hips to also go forward. You know? You can shift side to side here. You might feel different things than you do shifting side to side in your regular split. Cool, we're gonna try to levitate here. So lifting up away from the split and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. And then while you're here, if you want to lean back, go for that. If not, don't worry. Just need to sit here for a moment. Squeeze the glute of your back leg, drive your hip forward. And now here we're going to twist. Awesome. Gently find your way out of that. Cool. And we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side, okay? All right. That was almost 5 minutes on that one leg, so give that a minute to shake out. And now we're going to find our square quad stretch right on this one leg. So I have my left leg forward now. You can have whichever one is best for you. As long as it's not the same one as last time. Tuck your pelvis under. Just get used to this. Back hip pushing forward, front hip pushing back. Squeezing. And engage your glutes of your back leg. Keep twisting. Okay, so now that we've been here for a moment, we're going to start kicking our back foot into the couch. Remember, creating tension as if we were going to kick our body away, but we're actually going to stay put. So we create a challenge for ourselves. Okay, so here we go. We're going to push for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, really kick, 2, and 1. Relax that kick, and then just sink a little deeper into your quad stretch. Exhale to pin your belly button to your spine. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to walk it out a little bit. So use your block if you need. We're going to walk our front foot out in here and just shift our way forward again. If you need a pillow under your knee, go ahead and do that. But keep that pelvis tucked under as we go. Yeah, so nice and square. Feel some stuff opening up. Try to make sure your back hip is still pushing forward. Okay, great. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into that deeper split, right? So we're going to let our front leg start to lower. So again, flatten your back, straighten your front leg, and we're going to slowly lower down. Again, if you feel strain under your knee, you can put a block under your knee here. Just remember to also act under your quad but actively straighten your knee so it doesn't bend, but it also doesn't have to go into hypermobility, if that's a thing you're concerned about. Good. So we're gonna find our split here. Again, it might not be as deep as your split was on the floor because we have this added quad stretch. So you're just gonna rock side to side, finding space. As you find the space, try to keep that back hip pushing forward. If you notice it gets out of whack, fix it. Okay, and here, where we are, side over the middle. Make sure you're not holding any unnecessary tension in your neck. First, now we're gonna lift up and out of this for 20, 19, 18, 17, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower. Alright, so you might be finding a little more space in here, hopefully. Alright, we're just gonna hang for a little while. Engage your core, squeeze your glutes. If you want to reach back, go for it. Keep breathing. Alright, and then very gently find your way out of that stretch. Okay, legs should be feeling a little different than when we first started. Hopefully pretty loose. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so you're still next to your couch, and all that you're gonna do, this is again for the back leg of your oversplit. Now we have it pretty open for our square split, so we can add on. You can do this if you're not already working on oversplits. It is okay. You might just want to have something that can support you, and definitely keep those blocks nearby. Okay. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna put one leg forward, and I'm gonna rest one leg onto the couch. Yeah, just like this. And I'm just gonna walk forward until I start to feel a little stretch, and then I'm gonna start to lower down. Okay. You might need to keep walking your foot out, but you want to make sure that back hip is driving forward. Just gonna sink down as low as we can here. Again, my knee is on the couch, so it's supporting it as I sink down. I'm gonna set a timer for us. Okay. So we've already been here for a little bit. Okay. So I've already done this for about 30 seconds. Let's do another 30. Really squeezing, twisting. You can open up this way. Reaching. Center sinking lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's gently place our hands on the floor. Okay, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna push back to a straight front leg. Again, if you need your blocks, this is a great place to put your blocks here so that you can be supported, yeah? Okay, so with our back leg up, we're gonna go for a split. I'm keeping my knee on here to support it. If you do wanna take your knee off, it will be a different angle of stretch, but you will have to actively straighten that back leg, okay? All right, we are gonna just slowly start to go down. Yeah. So now again, if you feel strain under your front leg, you can place this little block right here as you go. And maybe over time, the block gets smaller because you put your hips on the floor, your knee on the floor, and you're no longer needing that. But if you do need it, go for it. Okay, so just driving our hips down with that back leg up. So let's hold this. We've already been here a few seconds, but let's hold it for another 30. All right. We're halfway through this 30 seconds. And now if you don't feel this in your back hip, keep your front leg bent for the next time. Good, stop. We're gently gonna come out of this. If you only feel it in your front leg, chances are you're not opening your back hip enough. So what you can do is just keep this bent. It's gonna isolate here so you're forced to feel it. Okay, slowly and gently come out of that. Shake out your legs. We are gonna do the other side, same exact thing. So we're gonna start upright, we're gonna hold there for about a minute. Then we're gonna lower down into our split, yeah? Okay, so again, use your blocks as needed. Put cushions under your knees as needed, and just keep your body safe. Okay, so you should know which leg you just put back. Should be very open. Other leg is gonna stack. Here again, my knee is on the block, and I'm just gonna start to sink down. Okay, squaring your back hip front, tucking your pelvis, core is engaged. You may need to walk your front leg out to find it. That's okay. Here we go. We'll do 1 minute hold here. Just keep breathing. Squeezing through your back glutes, front glutes too. Squeeze through your lower abs. Just let gravity help you. If you want to increase the stretch, actively straighten your back leg. You're going to feel much more. Cool, we're halfway through this. Cool, we have 15 more seconds. Oh, again, twist. Cool, and pause. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna straighten our front leg. Again, using your blocks as needed. We're gonna slowly walk our front leg to straight. We can shift our hips back for a moment to find that strength, length in our front leg. Again, if this is already a crazy hamstring stretch, just stick with what we were just doing so you can isolate through your back leg. All right, slowly start to drive your leg forward into your split. Okay. I'm gonna set the timer. Here we go. Sitting up as tall as you can, lengthening through your back legs. So on our splits, we might not be as square, yeah? We want to still be fighting to be square, but we might open a little bit in our splits, and that's understandable, but still try to find squareness as you go so that your regular splits can stay square as well. Driving that leg down. And putting the block on your knee if you feel too much strain. We have 20 more seconds here. Last time I did a lot of talking before I set the timer, so it's a little different, but it's the same general amount of time on each leg. All right, we're down to 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Gently find your way out of that. Okay, shake your legs out. Amazing. Okay. Okay, we did a left for a back leg. Now we're going to switch gears. We're going to switch to our front leg. So, your front over split might just be your regular front split again. That's okay. If you can use props, you can use blocks. You can use blocks in different orientations. So it could be this way, it could be this way, it could even be this way. It's a little harder to balance, but you can figure it out, or you can use a stack of books if you're at home. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my front foot on the couch. So if you feel like that is the level that you are feeling today, go ahead and join me in that. If not, take a second, find what you need, and then we'll regroup. You can use 2 blacks as well. That's a great option. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna go on. So I'm gonna put one leg up, and so another thing you can do if you're still working on just finding your regular split is you can put your legs up and just stretch your hamstrings like this, yeah? That's just gonna give you an additional hamstring stretch if you keep your back long. If you curve it over, it's gonna be a different thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put one leg up. I'm going to swing my other leg back into my split. I am going to come as upright as I can. And I am going to set my timer for 2 minutes. Okay, we're gonna live here for a little while. It is going to be great. There we go. Okay, so again, maybe if this hurts your knee, you can do this, yeah? That's okay. Eventually, you just start to sink down. I'm shifting from side to side a little, just opening it up, breathing, squeezing my glutes, squeezing my core, the same stuff. You can allow your hips to open a little bit now as you go for that deepest oversplit. Okay, we've been here for almost 1 minute. Go ahead and let it start to just really sink in. Cool, we're at 1 minute, so we have 1 more minute in this deep oversplit. You got this, okay? Stick with it. The longer you stay, the deeper your split gets. Keep your body upright if you can. Great, we have 30 more seconds here. You can do it. I'm going to apply a little pressure to my own leg to drive it down. Okay? Keep pushing. Give it up high. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Ease your way very gently out of that. Okay. You just adjust my camera for a moment. All right, cool. So we're gonna do the other side. So I have my left foot forward. You're gonna have your second foot forward now. Shake it out. Give it a moment. Yeah. Cool. Great. So now we're gonna do the other side. Okay, same thing. Whatever variation you did on the first side, try on the second side. If it's too easy or too hard, you can take it up or down a notch. Here we go. All right, so gently settling into this shape, again with whatever tools we need. Okay. Then you can put a block on your knee if you need to. Yeah, so you can really sink into your hips more without hyperextending. If you don't mind hyperextending, there's multiple medical theories on that. I will let you be the judge of that for your own body. But for now, I'm gonna start the timer for 2 minutes. Here we go. And shift side to side again, just finding what side is, what's not. I have my block on the side, yeah. Been here for 30 seconds. We have 1.5 minutes to go. You can do it. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your lower abs. All right, we have been here for 1 minute. Go ahead and sink even lower. And start to use your hand to push down on your leg, really opening up that split. We have 30 more seconds here. 20. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently, very gently, ease your way out of this. Okay. Cool. Shake it out a bit. And we're gonna relocate back to our original position where we don't need the couch, okay? Go for that. All right, so now for this exercise, we're just gonna need our strap. We're gonna just start laying flat on our back and keep your strap handy. Okay, so lie down. My hips are even, they're gonna stay even. One leg extends long, the other leg goes straight up to the ceiling. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my strap, I'm gonna loop it over the ball of my foot, and I'm gonna hang out here. Now, this is maybe very easy or maybe very hard, I'm not sure for you, but it's definitely easier than it would have been if we had done this before those big splits. So what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna use our hands to start to pull our leg in towards our body, yeah? So you can make some small circles with your leg at the top, just opening up a little bit of more space. Okay, now that we're here, what we're gonna do is, it's harder if you flex your foot, it's gonna be like easier if you lengthen through your toe. The flex foot gives a little calf stretch. What we're gonna do is we're gonna push our foot down that way as if we're kicking down while we're pulling with our arms up. Okay, so that's gonna create tension within the system, and that's gonna help us fatigue our muscles so that they open up and stretch to their max capacity, okay? So we're gonna squeeze for 20 seconds. We're gonna squeeze and fight our own arm, fight our own leg for 10, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, really fight it, 9, 8, 7, 6, the harder you push, the deeper the benefit, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull in. Good, so now we're gonna hang out here for a moment. Cool, just letting your leg pull towards your face. Okay, after that stretch, it should be significantly deeper than it just was. If not, don't worry, but just push a little harder next time. That'll help open up your leg even more. All right, now, here we go again. We're gonna push for 20 more seconds, and then keep your leg straight no matter what on the return to really open up that hamstring, okay? All right, here we go. We're pushing for 10, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, really generate heat, 14, 13, 12, 11, both hips are on the floor, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull. Okay. Notice if you're pulling your leg out to the side over here, try to keep it up above your face, or in line with your hip, yeah? And just pull. Okay. Let's chill here for a moment. Think about how flexible you're gonna be. Think about something awesome that happened today, or will happen today. Just relax. Okay, we're gonna do one more thing while we're here. What that is we're gonna hold onto our leg, so we can also just like hold onto our upper thigh or whatever if our leg's not so close. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna bend our leg, okay? So we're gonna bend our knee even deeper into our chest. Now, we're gonna actually hold it here or use your imagination to hold, but we really wanna keep our knee as locked in as possible. And now we're just gonna straighten into that position, okay? Here we go, up and straighten. All right, this should be very deep stretch, yeah? If your foot is going numb or anything like that, please ease out of it. We don't want to do that. All right, and now very gently start to lower this leg all the way down. All right, give it a nice shake out at the bottom. Should feel very different from your other leg. All right, so we're gonna do this one on the other leg. All right, we are almost, we are nearing the end of our front and back split section. We'll do more sessions online. And if you're interested in privates or you want to focus on any one of these specific things or other things, let me know. But right now, let's do our other leg. Okay, again, it's around the ball of my foot, which gives me a little extra calf stretch. If you don't want that, you can point your foot and put the band a little bit lower. Okay, so notice it's probably a lot higher than where we end up, and that is super normal. While you're here, you can just make a few small circles, just easing the hamstring open. It's been through a lot today. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create that battle between our leg and our arm. So our leg is going to be kicking this way, our arm is going to be pulling this way, creating tension, staying in place. And we go 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let your leg pull towards your face, keeping your legs straight, your arms win. Just gonna chill here for a moment. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing again. All right, leg is kicking away, hands are pulling towards, and we go for 20, 19, 18, 17, this should be really hard, your grip should be on the floor, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulling all the way in. Keep your legs straight, keep both hips on the floor. Alright, we should feel many things in our leg right now. Just try to breathe through that. Keep dropping your hip down. Both hips down on the floor. Just breathe. Alright, now what we're going to do, take our hand or our imagination, and we're going to bend our leg in deeper to our chest. Now, we're going to straighten our leg, lifting and lengthening as long as we can. Try not to lock out your knee if you're worried about hyperextension. Just go just straight. If you love hyperextension, that's up to you. Good, pulling all the way in. Alright, and gently lower this leg. Awesome, lengthen both legs out. Shake them out. Yeah. Amazing. Okay, so this concludes our first episode of Splitting Up Together, the YouTube version. So thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.